tell them where we're going?
Missionary training
Where?
in North Carolina. We're in one of those Carolinas.
One of those Carolinas?
I don't know which one. I'm a kid. I don't know which one.
It's the north. It's the north one. You got it right. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Fall Line to the Field. We are starting another adventure today. It's going to be about 4 weeks worth of footage. We are headed to North Carolina up in Union Mills to do some training for our time in Kenya. How do you feel?
Excited.
Excited? Kind of excited about it too. How do you feel, Betty?
Good.
Good?
I've always...
We're going to a cabin first.
Right, we're going to a cabin first to see our daughter Eve, but then we're going to go head up tomorrow to missionary training.
I've always wanted to live in North Carolina, North Georgia during the month of October when the leaves are changing and everything and the weather is nice, so I'm excited.
Apparently this place is in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. It is fall, and I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful. So thanks for joining us. Levi, peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Chips. What I want to do for this video is just kind of explain what we're doing up here. So CIT is a place in Union Mills, North Carolina. It stands for Center for Intercultural Training. And the whole purpose for CIT is to go to a place and to understand better about how to assimilate, how to relate to, and just kind of how to have an easier time and a more fruitful time as we go into a new culture. So there's a whole lot of book work. There's a lot of classroom time. It's a 4-week program for us, and we're in class from about 8:30 or so in the morning till 4 p.m. in the afternoon. And there are outside of school activities as well. One of those included a visit to a religious institution that is the majority religion of the place where we're going. So Mombasa, Kenya is about 70% Muslim. So we found a mosque in Charlotte, North Carolina, and a group of us got together and went. Hey, Levi, where are you going?
To a mosque.
So he was definitely not joking. We're on our way to a mosque in Charlotte, North Carolina right now. So Mombasa, Kenya, where we're going, the population there is about 70% Muslim, and Lighthouse for Christ exists to serve that population. So what we're doing is we're going there so that we can understand more about Islamic culture.
Hey, Levi, can you tell me one interesting thing that you either saw or experienced at the mosque?
Mom couldn't be with us. She had to go to a separate thing, so
Could you wear your shoes?
no.
And there was not a lot of filming that we could do inside of the mosque.
no filming actually inside of the mosque. So we just have a few clips here of us going and getting ready to go in. There's a whole bunch of people here. There's about 23 of us, and we're doing a whole bunch of community stuff together as well. Tonight's community event, we're all making native meals from the culture that we're going to. So I'm working on making East African rice pilau. So East African rice pilau is a dish that is either made with beef or goat. It's pretty common to have it with goat in Kenya, and I've had it with goat in Kenya before, and it's pretty good. But it's a rice dish, very heavy on the rice, lots of East African spices like cardamom, cumin, and other things like cinnamon and cloves, and of course salt and that kind of thing. It also has a topping that goes with it that's very much like pico de gallo. It's sliced up purple onions, tomatoes, cilantro, and a little bit of lime juice and maybe some salt. And to go on top of that, you also have what's called pili pili. Pili pili is, I believe it is Kenyan or Swahili for pepper, and it is basically just a pepper sauce mix. This mix has habanero peppers, lots of tomatoes, and several other things in it as well. Rice pilau is the dish that y'all saw on the previous video on this channel. That's what we ate for lunch at the Pastors Conference for the 3 days we did the Pastors Conference, and it's one of my favorite meals in Kenya. Luckily, it's not all classroom work. On the weekends, we do have some pretty decent opportunities to do some fun stuff, and there's lots of really nice stuff in North Carolina to check out because it's a very beautiful state. So right now we're here at Catawba Falls. We're gonna go and do this trail right here and check out the falls and see what it's all about. Y'all ready?
Ready.
Look at Daddy.
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. So there's 580 steps from the bottom of the stairs to the top here. Levi desperately wanted to keep going, and now we're doing a lesson in perseverance. You ready? It may be easier if you stand up. You can't walk anymore?
No.
You want me to drag you?
No.
All right.
I want you to carry me.
All right, come on, let's do it. Hey, Betty, look, we did it. So we are just about at the end of the trail. We're about done, and this was a really, really nice trail. What did y'all think about it?
It was beautiful, but I love waterfalls, so we always hike trails with waterfalls.
If you give her a waterfall at the end of a trail, she gets a reward at the end.
Yes. So I don't mind hiking then.
Makes the hike a lot easier. Unfortunately, we didn't quite beat the rain out of here. So guys, naturally, I can't show every little bit of coursework that we're doing here. I'm trying to condense 4 weeks into a very short video, but I do want to give y'all kind of an idea of the things that we're learning here. So one of the activities that we did was an attempt to teach us direct versus indirect communication. So for example, there are some cultures who communicate in very, very direct ways. So they would be very direct in questions and commands and so forth, but other cultures do it in metaphors or even parables and communicate in very indirect ways. So they had us play the old-fashioned telephone game to illustrate how this works.
All right, so this is one of the activities we did, and we started out with a blank sheet of paper, and somebody wrote a direct quote, and this one was Wes's, and he did, "The boat is big." And then he passed it on to the next person, and they went from there and changed the direct quote into something indirect and folded this back. So then the next person only could see the indirect quote and then had to come up with a direct quote, and then kept folding it back as the activity went, so you could only see what the last person had written. And by the time we got to the bottom of it, his went from "the boat is big" to "where I'm from, the lakes are way bigger."
There were some others in class that were way worse than this one, and it was just a good way to illustrate how challenging it might be to communicate in a culture that doesn't communicate the way yours does.
Yep.